And it's a 10. Oh my God, that's huge. That is huge. All right, y'all, as promised, PSA return. I'm gonna do my best to get these prices up. I do want to talk through these a little bit, just in regards to why I picked them up, what we were hoping to do with it. Let's see, let me get my set. But yes, why we picked them up, what we were planning to do with it, and prices. Those are gonna be the big ones. I want to have them flash up on screen, just so you guys know. I am actually opening this. This is the box that it's going to come out of from PSA. 33 cards. I think it's 2 boxes, maybe? Oh, yes, it is 2 boxes. 2 boxes. How we did. Now, with there being as much vintage in the sub as there is, I'm not expecting a huge gem rate conversion wise. At minimum of the cost of grading, which was $640, we did 33 cards? 33 cards, I believe. See it? 33. I have not looked at these. I have no idea what any of this is graded. So I will be finding out for the first time. The second box must have a lot more. The new cert numbers are all millicerts, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You get 9 digits up here at the top. Just so you know, everything is a new cert, which means that the grading standards on this cert were all of the new ones, which for centering is 60-40 back. Okay, so this is the rest of the cards. Just try and divide them up as evenly as we possibly can. This Black Bolt White Flare, I don't even know why it's back here. I did just pick up some of these Pokemon Center ETBs, which I was excited about that. Okay, so 33 cards, 16 here, 17 here. I have no idea what order these are in, so we're just gonna go through them together. So card number 1, all right, I think the grade is over here. Yes, okay. The Misty's Tentacruel. I have no idea how any of these did. Can only hope for the best. So we got a 8 on the Tentacruel. I thought this one was a little bit cleaner than an 8. I'm trying to see just why they may have graded it that. I mean, the corners look pretty clean. This could be a rough one if this is an 8. I thought maybe this one would get a 9 at minimum, but we're okay with the 8. We're okay with the 8, so keep that pile there. So pile of 8s, put it here. Okay, this is the Gengar from Temporal Forces. Really don't know why I graded this. Probably gonna be a 9, just looking at it. Centering's off, a little bit of a white ding. Not sure why I graded this, but yep, like I thought, PSA 9. Nothing too shocking there. We can speed through those. Okay. All right, Dustox from Legend Maker. Of course, you guys know I love these silver border from the EX Ruby Sapphire era. Oh man, just hoping for 8s or higher on all vintage. Just 8s or higher. 6. Okay, yeah, this might be a rough one. Scratching, centering looks pretty good. Not a good start. Put the 6 here. Oh man, yeah, there's definitely some maker breaks in here. We got Mew from Triumphant, a another kind of in that heart gold, soul silver time frame. 7. 7 on the Mew. I was picking up a lot of these because 7 or higher is pretty much all you need to be in good shape. But I knew they were going to be tough on vintage. They always are. So we've got 8s, 9s, 7s, and 6s. We're moving right along. Okay, really big one here. Shining T-Tar from Neo. I really need a 7 or higher. I really need a 7 or higher. 7. We're good with that. We are good with that. That's a win. Win all day, especially with the new cert. This was one of the bigger cards in the sub, and I'm definitely happy with a 7. We're good with that. So add that to the 7 pile. Whew. Oh God, yeah. See, that was a big one. All right, yeah, just another small one. Don't know why I graded this. Probably wasn't worth it. Looks like a 9 all day. And it was. Just a little Lost Origin. I do love the artwork. I think it's really cool. Just like the tribal look to it. Beautiful trainer gallery. Really cool card. But another 9. We're good with that. Okay. Here's another big one. One of my favorites from Gym Heroes. I'm just hoping for 7s or above on all these. If it's anything above a 7, it's a big win. It's a big win. So 7. Oh, jeez. Yeah, they're gonna be tough on vintage. They're gonna be tough on vintage. I really thought this one might be an 8. But those bottom corners, just the bottom corners, they got me. You can see. That's what dinged me. Otherwise, it's an 8 or a 9 all day. The 7 pile's getting bigger, but we're good with 7s or above. We're good with 7s or above. Okay. Ooh, another big one. So when I bought this, I thought immediately this is going to be a 10. After I subbed it, I felt there was a possibility it could be a 9 because of some surface stuff. And it's a 10. Oh my God, that's huge. That is huge. That is, oh my God. I got this for, I want to say 220. I'll be able to flash it on the screen. I believe in a 10. This is now 500, 600. Oh my God, thank God that's a 10. That's really huge. I needed that so bad. That takes care of basically half the sub right there with one card. So one of the bigger ones that I needed to 10. And we'll keep the 10 pile. Keep the 10 pile here. That's really, really huge, really important. All right, yeah, this one, not sure. Felt like this one was definitely gonna 10. If it is, it'll be a nice little win, but nothing huge, just something from Pallade Fates. So it is a 10. We love to see that. That's gonna help a lot. I felt really strongly when I actually pulled this one myself, and it was just super, super clean, no white, nothing. Trying to get the shadows to show you. Just a really, really clean one. And like I thought it would be, we 10. So Modern's actually doing pretty good for us, which I figured it would. And let's see, okay. Base set 2. This is another big one. Really, really need a 7 or above. Got the beautiful swirl right here. I mean, just an awesome, awesome card. We need a 7 or above. Oh God, yeah, we got smoked on that. Smoked on that. Probably gonna need to crack that and sell it raw. because that is rough, but the corners are what got me. Jesus. Yeah, that's likely going to be a crack. Maybe just go in a binder because I love where the swirl is on this. But a 5 that's our first 5. Hopefully our last 5. All right, Bubble Mew. Another really big one that we really could use a 10 on. I fear it's a 9, but I'm praying it's a 10 because that would really, really help out. Oh my god, an 8? How? How is that an 8? The centering looks perfect. To me, the centering looks perfect. The back has a corner ding, and I swear to God, that was not there when I subbed it. I swear to God, that was not there. Bro, I need to go back and I bought this off eBay, and I need to go back and look at the pictures because that was not there. That's crazy. That was not there. I got smoked on that. I got smoked on that. Okay, all right. Japanese? Okay, Cries from the Mysteries. First Eddie, Dragonite. Little Japanese banger. Beautiful, beautiful card. Nice hollow. 7 or above. That's what we're looking for. Nice. Oh my gosh, that's huge. That's a really big win right there, actually. Anything 7 or above on any of these vintage cards, I'm going to be taking a W just based on what I paid for them. And all those prices will be posted. So almost like 100% sure that's a win. Everything with a new cert gets a little bit more love. Huge to get an 8 on this beautiful 17-year-old card, which is at this point, I guess considered mid-era still, but damn near vintage in my eyes. And it is clean. I felt this one might get a 9, but I'm good with an 8. I would love to see a vintage 9. Haven't seen one yet. Highest vintage so far is an 8. Okay, the double hollow, which they did not give me credit for. I felt this was a double hollow error, and they did not give me credit for that. Because it looks like there's hollow bleed on the design, but they did not give me credit for it. That's all right. We still really need a 7 or above. And an 8 will do it. We'll take an 8. 8s are huge for this beautiful vintage Neo Rev. The Doom. What an awesome card. We'll take the 8. We will take it. Moving on. Okay. OG Gengar Fossil. Y'all know the deal. 7 or above. And it's a 7. 7s and 8s on vintage seem to be... I feel like the pop control and them being hard on all these is pretty bad so far. I mean, they've gone pretty hard on the vintage. We'll take the 7. That's what we need. 6s hurt. 7s are okay. Anything above a 7 is a win. Okay, huge card. Huge card. Japanese, Blaine's Charizard. I felt this one was really clean. I thought this was 8 or 9. I didn't think it was a 10 contender, but you never know. You never know. Please. Oh my god, dude. 6 is crazy. crazy. This felt much better than a 6. The hollow's clean. The centering is really good. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that hurts. I mean, this card is spotless on the back. Spotless. That's killing me, dude. I mean, how is that a 6? That's just not a 6. That's probably getting cracked. I'm not gonna lie, that's probably getting cracked. 5s, 6s are probably not gonna remain that way. This one really probably shouldn't have been graded, but you know, modern is what it is. 9s get cracked, 10s are wins, and it's a 9. So it's probably getting cracked. We have no place for 9s. Okay. The Blaines. I picked this one up at a show. I felt it was extremely clean. I thought this one had a really good shot at a 9. There was a little bit of scratching on the hollow, but I've seen 9s. And the centering is very good. Very good. Could be an 8. And it's a 5. Are you kidding me? How is that a 5? We're getting smoked. We're getting smoked. These are all gonna get cracked. Oh, buddy. These are all gonna get cracked. That's way too clean to be a 5. That's insane. I mean, they're being so extremely tough on vintage, dude. All right, the Blaziken EX, Crystal Guardians, another silver border. These are really hard to grade. Really hard to grade. 7 or above, instant win. 7 is we'll take it. We take 7s. Because for what I paid, I know that a 7 will make it all worthwhile when reselling or keeping it. One of my favorite cards from Crystal Guardians. Just a really cool card. We'll add that to the 7 pile. We only have 2 PSA 10s. One of them was huge. One of them was huge. Okay, I can tell by the back this one's not gonna be anything huge. It is that Snorlax promo. The Black Star promo is probably a 5 or a 6. Based off centering and edges and all that good stuff. Probably a 5 or a 6. An 8? What? There's no way that should be an 8. There's no way that should be an 8. That's huge. That's actually huge. Such a cool card. Got the Eevee sleeping right there in front. A lot of people have never seen this before, that Black Star Snorlax promo. This is a big win in an 8. I did not think that was going to get an 8. But we'll take it. We'll take it. That's shocking. First vintage 8 that I'm really surprised on. Okay, I don't know what this is, but I can already see a white speck. That's not ever anything good. Okay, it's the Rockets Moltres. You know how they've been on these vintage cards. I felt this one was pretty clean. That speck on the back was really all I could see. The hollow looks even cleaner than the Blaines. And we'll take an 8. We will take an 8. That's a win for sure. Still no vintage 9s or 10s, which is pretty brittle, but not shocking. We'll take that. That's a nice win there. All right, I'm not sure what this is. The back looks pretty freaking clean though. the centering looks good. Okay, it's the Gradon, that's right. From Hidden Legends. I hope for a big score here. We need an 8 or a 9. We need an 8 or a 9. 8 again. New cert 8, that's the big deal breaker, because the old ones are probably not wins, but with the new cert, an 8's a win, especially with the silver border stuff. That's definitely a W. We'll take that. We'll take that all day. We will take that all day long. All right, the back looks really clean. This must be modern. The back looks extremely clean, so I'm thinking this is a modern card. Probably, it might be the Entei. No, it's the Zapdos. And I don't know why I graded this one either. That was stupid. No point in doing it. And it's a 9. That might be a giveaway card. That was kind of just a burner. I don't know why I sent that off. That was so stupid. Definitely a mistake. Okay. This looks like vintage. The back corners are... they've seen some love. This might be the Charizard, is it? No, it's the Rayquaza. Deoxys Rayquaza. Need a 7. Really, really need a 7 here, but I'm not hopeful. 6. That hurts. That hurts. That's a beautiful card too, man. Really needed the 7. That's probably gonna get cracked. I bought all of these with the hope that they would take it a little bit easy, but they so far really have not. It's been pretty brutal. Okay. What do we got? This looks pretty clean on the back. A little uneven, probably 60-40. I don't think this could get a 10. Okay, it's the V-Star. I pulled this from Crown Zenith myself. I'm hoping they were forgiving on the centering. It looks clean otherwise, but it's probably a 9. And it's a 9. It's a 9, so that's probably gonna get cracked. We'll see. I love that card, so I might just keep it. Put it away. Let it sit for a bit. Not super shocked on that. Had a feeling it might 9 because of the centering, and it did. They're definitely tougher on these. I am really not sure what this is. This might be the Entei. One of these came from Father Cards, and I'm interested to see what that got. One of the Shining T-Tar was from Father Cards, and I'm really happy that I got a 7, so have to give him a shout out after that. I don't even know why I graded this. Probably no point in grading it. And of course we get a gem at 10. Of course we get a 10. I mean, it's a win, but just not a big one. So, not surprised. Can't say I'm surprised on that one. Okay, what do we have here? This one, I can already see some whitening. I can already see some edge wear. Okay, Dragonite First Edition. 7 or above, y'all know the deal. I mean, this would be a huge card if it was anything above a 7. But I have my doubts. Oh my god, that's huge, dude. That's huge. That's a major win. Major win. Needed the 8. Got the 8. That is huge. Oh man. Thank God. Thank God. Whew. Okay. Breathe. Breathe a little bit. This one is looking a little bit rough on the back. I hope this isn't the Charizard EX. But it is. Kind of think this might be a 6. Look at that swirl. This card's insane. Anything above a 6 is massive, but it's probably a 6. It's a 6. Oh my god. Was really hoping for a 7. A 6 hurts. A 6 is probably getting cracked. Such a cool card. I mean, that's rough. That's rough. Some of my bigger cards have been 6s, which I'm not shocked about, but I was hoping for better. And they just weren't. All right, this one looks pretty clean. Top right has a little white speck, nothing crazy. Centering looks pretty damn good. Of course, it is the modern. Wouldn't be shocked if this got a 10. And it did. We'll take the 10. Always good to get a modern 10, but this is not a huge win. They all do add up, but this one is not the one we wanted in a 10. If it was a PC ETB one, that would be a huge win. But this one is just a small one. So far, the Dragonite from Evolving Skies has been the biggest win, along with the first edition Dragonite. So this looks like another modern one. Centering looks really good. I think this is probably the Entei, if I had to guess. No, okay. This is the other baby shiny. This would be actually pretty big if it was a 10. So that would be a nice win. It's a 10. We will take that all day. Okay, so 2 baby shinies so far from Paldea and Fates in 10s. Those are 2 nice wins, especially this one. I did not think that was going to get one, but we will take it. Thought that was maybe a 9, but we'll take it. That's huge. That's huge. All right, last, what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. I don't think there's anything else in here that's huge. I think we have a couple more modern. This looks like the Entei. No, this is the Bulbasaur. This would be a huge win if it was a 10. We really need this to be a 10. I bought this for 40 bucks. I think they're $200 in 10s. Please be a 10. It's a 10. That's huge. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. We needed that bad. We needed that bad. That's so big. I think we've probably broken even on the cost of grading. We might be in the positive now. That is a huge, huge 10. We really needed that. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. So yeah, we definitely have more modern. The centering on this looks really good. Corner, a little questionable, not sure. Okay, this is a massive card. This could be a potentially really massive card. I'm just looking at the bottom. It looks clean. I need this to be an 8 or above. I really need this to be an 8 or above. Oh my god, bro. That is not a 7. I'm sorry. That's insane. This looks cleaner than some of the fucking 10s. That is just, that... Tell me what's wrong with this card. Show me what's wrong with this card. That's insane. I mean, I paid 7-8 pricing on this, so I mean, God, it's gonna be hard not to crack it. Tell me how that is a 7. I don't get it. That's the cleanest vintage card I subbed. I thought this was for sure an 8 or a 9. I thought this was going to come back and be huge for me. That's really disappointing. That's really disappointing. Oh, okay, yeah, so I think, you know what, the intake's in the next sub. Why does this look dirty? The case is like dirty. What is this? Case is kind of beat up. See that? Dirty. I don't even know what this is. Oh boy, EV poncho. We're gonna save that. We'll do that one last. We'll do that one last. I'm scared about that one. This one's kind of dirty too. I think this is modern because it looks super, super clean again. No, this is the Chansey base set too. There's some hollow scratching for sure, but it's pretty freaking clean. There's definitely a print line. Print line right there. You can see it pretty easy. And one right here. Love an 8. Would love an 8. 7. Dude, they just smoke vintage. They have absolutely no remorse on vintage. The pop control is crazy. I mean, you can't tell me this is not pop control. That's if this is a modern card, it's an 8. It's an 8, easy. They don't even blink an eye. Oh my god, they just smoked me on that. All right, this is huge. This is a huge card. Need an 8 or above. I mean, just straight away need an 8 or above. Got this from Char. Felt like it was really going to be clean. Ended up being not as great centering wise as I had seen. That's not Char's fault. That's my fault. That's my fault. This is a really big card too. If it's a 6, I'm going to be livid. I need it to be above a 7. I need a 7 or above. Last card. Oh my god, that's huge. Oh my god, that's huge. That is huge. That probably saved it. That probably saved the sub. We're definitely up. We're 100% up. Oh my goodness, did not think that was gonna get a 9. I thought for sure after all the vintage in the mid-era and everything else, this was for sure getting a 7. A 9 is huge. I mean, they smoked me on a few cards, but man, they really helped me out on a few other ones. Ooh, wow. All right, that's going into the PC, 100%. Y'all know I PC Vaporeon, so that is going into the PC. So let's look at our 8s and 9s. Oh, wow. That is huge. That is so huge. Really happy with that. Really surprised that I got a 9 after everything else that I've seen. This, not too surprised on. Centering was off, but we're good with that. This is kind of a no discussion there. That, you know, the Alakazam, I honestly am not too shocked. Was hoping for a 10. Would definitely have been a huge help. Probably going to get cracked down to 9, but that's okay. That's all right. This one, also not surprised. Don't think it really does anything for the value. Probably keeps it where it is, maybe a tiny little bump. And same on this one. Same on that one. We'll look at the 10s last. So those are the 9s. Here's the 8s. I wanted to do this second because there was so much vintage that was in the 8 category. This is a huge win. This is definitely a huge win based on what I paid for it, especially in the new cert. So we will take the 8 there. Also a win here. These are really hard to grade. So the 8 is a win. I thought this should have been higher. I thought this was going to be a 9. Really disappointed with how many vintage cards they just were unwilling to give 9s. I mean, any vintage that gets a 9 or a 10 is instantly double, triple value. So 8s don't hurt, but they don't necessarily help. So pretty disappointed there. This is a win based on what I paid for it. This is a win. Did not think that was going to get an 8, but we take it. I don't really know. I think based on what I paid for this, is maybe a break-even card. Possibly getting cracked. I don't know. I'm gotta make up my mind on that, but not really anything going there. Happy with the 8 on this. Didn't know if this was gonna get anything above an 8, so we're good with the 8. This is absolutely terrible. The fact that this is not a 9, and whatever happened in the corner, I'm gonna have to go back and look at the listing because that was not there. So that's disappointing. And this one's not too shocking. Had some hollow scratching. Didn't think it was gonna be a 9 or a 10, but we're happy with an 8. Last but not least, all of the 10s, 33 card sub and 6 were 10s. So that is a bad gem rate. But the gems were pretty decent. This one was the second highest on the winners scale in terms of return. Really happy with that. This will be a nice bump in terms of what we paid for it. I actually pulled this. So it came out of a pack, came out of a 10. That's a win. Also pulled this. Another nice win there. Gonna be a good bump on terms of cash. Really small bump in terms of cash. This came out of an ETB I opened. This I got from my buddy Nate. I have to give Nate credit for getting a 10 here, but I don't think it's going to be worth much. And then the bell of the ball that I was really nervous about, that I am really thrilled about. You have all these guys, Dragon IV, Altart, PSA 10. Oh, I needed that one bad. I needed that one bad. So I'm going to edit this, make sure all the prices are listed, and thank you guys for tuning in. 40-minute video. I'm going to try and cut it down. Hopefully after all the edits, it's like 35, 36 minutes. Overall, not bad. Thought that there was an opportunity for some higher grades, but overall, I think we either came out even or slightly above even. I'm gonna have to do some checks. I'll put it in the end of the video in the credits. Let you guys know how I did, all things considered. And yeah, I have another sub that I'm really excited for. I don't know when I'm gonna do that. Probably gonna wait until things cool down a little bit, because it took me, March 8th is when I subbed those, and I got those back on Friday, so yeah, just took way too long. But I feel really good about the next sub. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate you guys, Juicy's Cards. Peace.